The impressive altar crucifix, over 1 meter high and made of silver, was created in 1702, and until 1945 it stood in the Protestant Peace Church in Glogau. The front shows the crucified Jesus, and on the long shaft the donors' coats of arms. In the small niches on the back there are the figures of the 12 apostles, made of silver. The pedestal was added only in 1732, with an inscription referring to the donor. Both the crucifix and the pedestal were created in a period of time that saw a beginning openness to religious equality and a change in the Glogau society. When the crucifix was made in 1702, the town of Glogau was experiencing hard times. Since the 30 Years' War, Protestant services had been forbidden inside the town walls. That is why the Peace Church was located outside the city gates. Though the Emperor, as a result of the Peace of Westphalia, had to give permission to have the church built, Protestants were still oppressed in many ways. In 1699, the Catholic goldsmiths had united to form their own guild and had enforced that in the future only Catholics should be allowed to practice a craft in Glogau. The 11 Protestant goldsmiths living in Glogau left the place. Some of them moved to the nearby town of Beuthen. And here in Beuthen, the crucifix was made, donated to the Peace Church by Gottfried von Stabel and his wife, being prominent representatives of the Protestant gentry. 30 years later, it was their daughter who commissioned the pedestal for the crucifix. It was made by Master Johann Gottlob Clement, most presumably the son of the goldsmith who previously had created the crucifix. He continued running his father's workshop in Beuthen, but in spite of being a Protestant, he was a renowned member of the Glogau Guild too, because meanwhile the reprisals had stopped, because the Vienna Court had decided, not quite voluntarily, to comply with the Protestants. There was a new spirit blowing through the country, the spirit of tolerance.